Hi F2Ps, it's Goodfellow here from F2P.com, and today we are checking out Imperia Online. It is a free-to-play browser-based strategy MMO. You build up your own base, train up your own units, gather resources and fight other players and AI settlements. Very typical, very traditional, very kind of rank and rote that we've seen in plenty of other games. There's nothing majorly unique in the genre itself, but they've done a few little things here and there that are pretty cool. With my first looks, showing you guys a game, I generally like to try and play the game for a little while, get past the kind of early tutorial stage, and then show you from there just exactly what the game is about when I'm a little bit more familiar with it. Which I did with this game. I got my other account to level 10. I'd built up a little bit of a city, had a good idea about stuff. But I didn't actually get to record the video at that time. And as I've come back to now record it, I guess because of ongoing maintenance fees from my army and whatnot, you can see my current gold is 1,000 in the top right. On my other account, it was something like minus 275,000 gold. So I literally couldn't do anything until I was in, in kind of positive value with my gold. So I couldn't train any units. I couldn't, kind of research any technologies, that kind of thing. So I decided, you know what, there's not that much into the game that's so different from everything else. We'll just go from the tutorial. And I can talk about other stuff that I'm already a little bit more familiar with, but depending on how the tutorial guides us through stuff, we'll see. So when you start off, this is it. This is literally as soon as you log in, you get this lady here telling us what to do, and you get tasks, and it points you all over the place. And there you go, construct a building. Buy now, so I've got no diamonds at the moment, but it costs no diamonds. I think it instantly does it when it's maybe under 10 minutes or something. I never really found out what that time scale was, but I just know there was a lot of research and stuff that I could do that was completely free. So I can scroll around, left click, and move around. As far as the map kind of area goes, it looks okay. It looks decent enough. And when you come to play these kind of RTS games, there's two general approaches when it goes to base building. You will either have allotments and slots and areas that when you construct a building, it will appear there, or you'll have like an open grid format and you can place down your building wherever you want to. They have gone for the former, where specific buildings will appear in specific areas. Now you'll see that you have houses, and if you build another house, then it doesn't appear on the map. It just says, oh, it's number 3 next to your houses. You've got 3 houses in your settlement. Same like barracks and things like that. So that's how they've gone about it. So there we go. You want me to do that? Okay. Oh, okay, 2,000. Okay. Oh, get off. There we go, 2,000. Oh, 2,000 population stone. Okay. Cool. So yeah, just bring in all my resources right now, which is pretty standard. It's kind of nothing spectacular. You see this in a lot of games. And just going through constructing buildings, upgrade. Oh no, I don't want to do that. What do I want to do? I want to buy now. Yada yada. And with a lot of these buildings, well, not a lot of them. You can kind of check, and they give you all your little boosts and bonuses, and some buildings are going to be required for constructing various units and unlocking other features. We've now built our research center. So we've got a military university and a normal university. They're both technology orientated buildings. The difference being that the military technology focuses on training up stuff for increasing your army, and the normal university is for everything else. So kind of trade, expanding your settlements, administrating your settlement, that kind of thing. But this wants us to train military doctrine. Everything has a resource cost, has a time cost, and you can skip it Oh, no. Okay, also this one we can't skip. I don't know why. Some stuff we can and some stuff we can't. But, meh, it is what it is what it is. So, military doctrine. And then we have rank 1 military doctrine. Now we could research it again and get military doctrine rank 2. And that's kind of some of the stuff that you can do. But we're just going to kind of go with the flow for now. The issue... there you go. So this is now actually going to take a little bit more time. The issue I generally have with these games is that, whilst I understand that they need to walk you through the tutorial to, you know, generally show you how the different features and mechanics work, it is sometimes pretty boring. It's a little bit too hand-holdy, and you're kind of forced to build this entire settlement, and everything takes time, and it, you know, it'd be nice for them to say, oh, okay, we see that you can follow where we're pointing to and where we're telling you to click, and we're not going to make you do it 30 times to place every building. Here you go, and then all the buildings appear. But sorry, that because it's a browser game. If I hit the top bar, that pops down. Okay, so getting system messages, game master, through your personal message, you can communicate with other players in your realm. Excellent. There you go. You can make notes, slash your messages and stuff like that. Oh, and I got 15 diamonds as a reward. How much iron do you have? So this is a kind of mechanic teaching you how to check where your stuff is. So we have 2, 3, 3, 7. Huzzah! So these quests that we're getting at the moment, these are basically the tutorial quests, but they carry on once the quests are finished. You get quests for lots of different stuff, and oh, there you go. You can view the entire world of Imperia Online. I'm sure it's going to get us to have a look at it. So this is the world of Imperia Online, and in general, it will start you in a location. Okay, I was just showing you. Yeah, I'm going to check the. I'm going to check the world out again. It will start you in an area where, you know, we're on the outskirts now. So I guess the center of the map to this particular server is kind of all the way to the left somewhere. Show the further left that we travel, the higher these scores will come. Dora Bora is 1578 points. But anyway, so yeah, you can check what is our, I guess, directly attackable terrain. I don't know, even at level 10, kind of past the tutorial, there was still some stuff that wasn't completely obvious, but the more you play it, the more you learn these things. So here we go, we're now training up our first units. So it's asking us to train 50. So we put that out, tells us how much it's going to cost per person. So for the 50 that they want, that's going to be our cost. And it's going to take 1 minute 19 seconds. Take the reward. Huzzah. Accept the task. Spies allow you to defend. Yada yada yada. This is our spy school. How many do we want? We want at least 1. Okay, well. Oh, okay, well, let's do 1. And that's because of how much money or lack of resource we might have. Okay, build more, train more technologies. And this thing, this kind of thing just carries on for a little while. And it's pretty common for these types of games. Okay, so another feature, temples, open. Oh, got some goodies. Okay, open profile and mark the points you have. So this is the profile. That's how many points we've got. We've got 34, which is kind of flagged in itself. One of the things I did like about this system is the profiles. It's kind of its own built-in social network type feature where you can put in all your personal details and, you know, whatever you want people to know about you. And it is quite a multilingual game, so putting some information on there, you know, for the likes of players that want to create guilds or alliances, then it sometimes helps if you are at least with other players that can speak the same language. Although there's lots of pings and posts and stuff like that you can make in the game and on maps to communicate with your allies and your guildmates, but just being able to type to people and talk to people helps out a lot. So you've got this whole kind of personal info stuff that you can put in. For your picture, you can actually upload any picture you want. You can upload it from your computer. I think I went with Bane. Bane? Was it Bane? Baal from D&D. think that's where I went for my picture. But yeah, so you've got all these kind of different options and level info, kind of extra fluff and stuff. So okay, 34, and we get some extra goodies. Okay, you need resources to construct buildings and other objects. How much wood do you need to build a lumber mill? We need 84. There we go. So it's just showing us where we can find all the information we need. So build infantry barracks, recruit and train 50 swordsmen. So infantry barracks, we're going to build that. It's going to be done straight away, so that's now paid over here. And then we're going to build 50. Done. Take the reward. Accept the task. Okay. So, hopefully, I don't think we're necessarily coming towards the end of the tutorial. Actually, I mean, 23 out of 33. Okay, so we're not kind of major way off. And I guess it's showing how stuff works. So, mobilize the army and then spy on, and then spy an independent city. I'm presuming spy on. So, mobilize. Oh, let's scroll that back up because it scrolled down. Okay, I think I just created a spy, didn't I? Okay. Whatever. So, we go onto the world map and we can click different settlements and we can send it a spy. There are no spies in the field in this holding. Okay, how do I activate spies? Okay. Let's go to these guys. Units in training. Oh, so there we go. We have to mobilize. They auto-mobilize. I actually don't know the difference with that. I don't know what the difference is between mobilized and kind of in training. Maybe if you're attacked, if they're still mobilizing, then they don't get killed, perhaps? I don't know. So, spy on an independent city. I'm presuming these aren't independent. Oh, it is. Okay, so these are independent cities. Spy on it. And there you go. Oh, 1. There you go. Successfully sent. So they are going to come back with the information, or they're going to arrive at that point. There we go. So this is information that is useful to me apparently. Let's infiltrate. Okay, so they've got 20 light archers and 20 light swordsmen. So we could attack, but we don't have anybody in the field yet, so we can't do that. Okay, and so let's go back to our holdings. Mobilize it and then spy on any person. I've done that. Why are you asking me to do it? Oh, I didn't accept the task. Infiltrate spies. I've done that. Maybe I hadn't accepted the task first. Oh, so you can't do that now because my spy is being used. Oh dear. Well, that's not great. But anyway, as far as attacking and defending goes, each unit has their own attack and defend value, as you would expect, and the computer will generally work out who is the victor of a battle. So you send in a truckload of, I don't know, cavalry, and you send in 500 cavalry, and you are the defenders have 100 cavalry. So the computer will say, oh, okay, well, they've got more of this unit, and they will beat them, and this is how many lasses they make, and this is how many the attacking team make. But then once the composition of your army changes, so they might have 100 cavalry, the defenders, but they might have 200 spearmen, which will obviously do a greater deal of damage to your 500 horsemen. So then it kind of puts all these equations in and works out who the victor is of a battle, how much resources you get from said battle, and that kind of stuff. And so you kind of earn resources and rewards and rank and that kind of stuff from attacking other players. But you can also earn it from generally just building up your settlement. You can annex and make vassals of other cities, so you can make them a vassal, so they will have to pay you tribute, etc., etc. You can make allies with other players and organized trade. So it's quite an involved game, and these types of RTS generally are. You have to mitigate. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of gonna go through this now because it doesn't seem like my quest wants to help me out, but I can walk through the rest. So you've got happiness values, and because we've not unlocked it through the quest, you can change the amount that you can tax your people, and the higher the tax, then the more money you're obviously bringing in. But you increase unhappiness, and if your people drop below a certain threshold, usually around 100, then the efficiency of production and generally the defensive prowess of your units suffers. Oh, what's this going down here? Oh, okay, cool. All groups were mobilized successfully. I guess I had to do that first. Okay, attack an independent city. There we go. At least we're back in now. So let's attack this. We're going to attack. And yeah, we'll just send them all in. Cool. Fortress Siege. The attack order has been approved. So we can rush it with some diamonds. There we go. And you have completed the mission. So once that happens, every time you make an attack or every time you are attacked, you get a system message and a military report. There you go, telling us that we won. Huzzah for us! Check out the report. So, like I was saying, full battle report, general army morale, light swordsman, marcher, battering rams, kind of shows your wins and your losses. Why is it closed now? I was reading that. Military, you won report. So winner, this is us. Defeated. So, yeah, they generally got crushed. So out of 20. Out of 40 units, they lost 29, and out of 101, including our battering ram, we just lost 5 light swordsmen. So that's pretty good. Pretty good going. So yeah, you can view full military rounds by full military report by rounds. So lots and lots of details. Pretty cool if you want to know how well you performed and why you performed well, why you won your victories. So where are we at now? You want to build a palace. Build a palace. And for the tutorial, that is generally what you're doing. You're just kind of setting up your settlement. The palace, I'm glad we actually stuck with it. And just if anything to get this, the game is called Imperia Online. I think it's Great People. I think that's perhaps the newest expansion or update, and introduces Great People. Now this is us. This is Stuart Fairburn, and that is my wife, Zelda Fairburn, and my children and their child. And this is essentially my lineage, my dynasty. So this is the Fairburn dynasty, and he'll die, and she might die, and she might remarry. And then he will be my heir, and then his son will be the heir, and that's kind of how it works. So you can build out your family. You can marry other players, characters and families and things like that to solidify alliances. But the cool thing is that each character has inborn talents. You can go away now. So inborn talents is the Emperor, so you get whoever's in the Emperor, they get kind of loads of cool stuff. Stone cutting, increased production of stone, and Imperial Worker extends the limit of happiness. So that's generally what he can do. Zelda, what does Zelda do? Offensive tactician. Oh, fine, yeah, okay. Just do it. There it goes, good, thank you. Oh, see, now you're closing stuff. What's all that about? So you can use your Great People in positions of power. You can sell them off, I guess, and to other families and create alliances. You can make them governors of your various provinces that you control, wardens, and that kind of stuff. And it's pretty cool. So every time they're born, they get a new inborn talent, that is, I'm presuming, completely random as to what you get, which is pretty cool. So you might end up with somebody that isn't necessarily the type of heir you want as an emperor. I'm hoping you can assassinate them. It's very much got that Crusader Kings style vibe to it, where organising your family and your dynasty and all your great people is kind of important. But as far as the game goes, The end game is pretty much working towards rank. You can play the game, you can get so far in it, but there comes a point where you want to be working with other people, fighting in larger alliances, greater PvP with lots of other players, and you can build world wonders. Now there is, I believe, an end game, and I think it's going to be point based or world wonder based, where you will kind of progress through the technologies and that kind of thing, and then there is, I believe, an end to the game, and then the rounds restart. I know for sure that they have a World Cup every year where different countries kind of play the game on like a fast speed. So everything kind of is done, I don't know, 4 times quicker. So building's quicker, moving's quicker, everything's quicker, and it's a pretty intense match with different countries from around the world, all fighting against each other with their own little mini alliances. And yeah, so there's, whether that just comes down to whoever has the highest score at the end of so many rounds, or whether it is indicative of the actual end game, whether this game can be ended, not 100% sure. I don't actually remember seeing that in the tutorial anyway. But yeah, so it goes. It looks good. Simple enough mechanics with some little twists and turns and little added extras that make it a little bit more interesting than some of the others that stand shoulder to shoulder with it within the RTS genre. It's free to play, so if you like the look of it, then check it out, try it out, and let us know what you think in the comments below. If you found this particular video interesting or useful, then please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to find out when we have any new videos. You can check us out on Facebook and Twitter at f2p.com or on our official website at f2p.com. So thank you guys for watching. I've been Goodfellow, you've been you. This has been Imperia Online, and hopefully we shall see you in the next video. Bye bye!